Knee out straight. Here we go.
Sure.
Straight. So it's a straight line.
Man, do you mind if I check, man, and if I get you and I...
Yeah.
You generate, like, it seems like twice as much power from a good black belt in that turning side kick. And does it come from the base leg at all? Like,
It comes from the whole body. The only way to generate that kind of power, it comes from your hands. It comes from your shoulders. It comes from your hips. It comes from your thigh. It comes from your supporting foot. It comes from the leg that's kicking. It's
everything fucking arrives at the perfect
it's
time.
technique. It's technique.
Boom.
It's technique.
Hey guys, time for another MSE lip out. So there's a phrase that's pretty popular in golf. I started hearing it a few years ago, and it seems like I'm just hearing it more and more. And the phrase is, feel isn't real. Okay, so what are they usually talking about? I think a lot of times they're talking about, say somebody has a really upright backswing and the teacher says, no, you got to swing flatter. And they do it again and it looks exactly the same. And they say, I feel like it's really, really flat. I think that that's part of where the term came from, feel isn't real. You know, and I hear people, it's one of those cliched phrases now where people will just say, well, feel isn't real. Like, I feel like I'm doing this. Feel isn't real. You know, just you can say it with anything and it's like the trump card or something. Well, I don't really think that phrase is really worth that much. And I'll tell you why. Say, for example, I'm holding a golf club and I'm coming into impact. I can be pulling with my left side and feel the tension through my lat and through my left arm. Or I could feel a drive with my right side pushing through. One side is left side, one side is right side. They feel completely different, but to the naked eye, it looks exactly the same. So the point that I'm making is, if feel isn't real, then what is real? Feel is extremely important. There's golfers who are feel players. Feel is everything. So if you're an up-and-coming golfer, you're relearning the game or whatever, be wary when people drop feel isn't real on you, because I think it's a bogus kind of cop-out thing to say. It's a cliche thing. Everything is much more complicated than that. So I'm going to mention real quick before I close, I took lessons with Christo Garcia. I think he's the greatest martial artist of all time, and a lot of people know that I'm really good buddies with Eddie Bravo, and you know, I've done the podcast with Rogan on Eddie Bravo's podcast. Just real quick, I want to leave you with a section of Christo Garcia talking about what's real in jiu-jitsu and what isn't real. It's really, I think, very important to understand.
The way you hold is all technical.
Those levels, the technical levels, are lost on a lot of people that are just watching it. The difference is subtle variations.
Yes.
And that is the essence of jiu-jitsu,
Yes,
right?
I believe the biggest aspect of jiu-jitsu is invisible. I preach the invisible jiu-jitsu because it's invisible because you see it, but you don't see it. You see the same guard position, you see the same mount, but you have to feel it. You know, I base my jiu-jitsu on how you feel, not what you see. And that's totally different. When I go in seminars and stuff, the guy feel different. They say, wow, man, I've been doing this all my life and I never felt this way. It's so good. Okay, so much leverage. So based on the weight distribution, based on the sense of leverage, and all this can change. The same position you see in a picture cannot be worth it or can be very much effective depending how the grip, the angle, the elbow, the weight. So it's amazing how the invisible jiu-jitsu is what really supports it's not what you learn superficially.